Hey girlfriends, welcome to Sister Girl Second Act. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sheila. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? Trying to figure out what I wanted to make this week, and it's going to definitely be something simple. And I came up with this title for it: Silky, Sweet, and White Potato Soup. For two, or just for you. Isn't that cute? Anyway, I had sweet potatoes left over from Thanksgiving. I was supposed to be making a sweet potato cheesecake. Well, that never came to fruition. So I have the sweet potatoes, and then I've got white potatoes that have been sitting there for a while, and they're trying to sprout. So I said, you know what? Got to get rid of these. So that's what I'm doing today. It's nice and silky and creamy, and most of my soups are, I would say, on the brothy side, except for like my pea soup. That's kind of thick. But this is something different because I've never really made mixed, as far as like combined the two soups together. And then I'm gonna pair it with a side of grilled cheese sandwiches. And when I first start this, I'm going to saute some bacon, and I'm going to put those in the bottom of the crock pot. Yes, this is another part of my crock pot series. I just can't get off that train just yet because it's so convenient. You know what I mean? And that's what we're going to do. I'm pairing it with some grilled cheese, and so we'll have grilled cheese sandwiches on the side. And even though it's Sunday, you can still have a nice, you know, regular meal. You don't have to eat fancy on Sundays. I don't know where that came from. I guess from like ages ago when we were all, going to church, and the family would get together, the families would get together after church, and everybody would bring food over each other's house and all that sort of stuff. But, times have changed, and especially when you're living alone, you still want to eat good, and I sure do anyway. But let me, stop gabbing. I'm going to go in the kitchen, and I'll bring you on with me, and we'll come back at the end and let me know what you think about it. So you know what to do. Go get a drink, go get a snack, come on back, and let's get started. So as you can see, I got some bacon here. It's been sitting in my refrigerator for a little while, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in this soup today. The soup is white potato, sweet potato soup. And I'm going to put some of this bacon in it. I'm going to put some down at the bottom of the crock pot, and then I'll sprinkle some on the top when we're finished. But first I'm going to saute it. Normally, if I was going to use this like, a regular pot to cook this in, I would put all this stuff in the pot on the stove. But since I'm using the crock pot, I'm going to go ahead and saute it first on the stove, and then go ahead and put it inside the crock pot. And finish cutting up my onions, because I'm also going to be putting onions in the mix as well. And the crock pot is small, so I don't need a large amount of, items, because it doesn't hold that much. But if there's only one person, maybe sometimes two, then this is good enough. This is like a quarter of a onion. See? I try to be like the chefs on TV, when they cut everything so nice and neat. So this is how I'm doing it. Just like this. And this is going to go on the bottom with the bacon after I cook the bacon. Everything is all ready. If you hear that crunching in the background, That's my cat. I don't know what it is with him. He always has to be, either if he's not seen, he has to be heard. And I can hear him crunching loudly. So let's go ahead and put this stuff in the crock pot. You take my stuff over here. I mean in the pan. Let me show you my cat real quick. Macy. May, come here. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. This is Macy. He loves to be the center of attention. Say hi. Yeah. Alright, so back to the cooking. The stove, the pan is warming up. Yep, saute this up. And then, as I said, I'm going to put it in the bottom of the crock pot. So I got that done. And it cuts down on your cooking time as well. I'm going to start getting my potatoes ready. First thing you need to do, you need one of these, which is, it takes the skin off. See, just like this. I'm not going to bore you by showing you how I peeled all of the potatoes, but you can get the gist of it. Just take it, and you're going to peel off all the skin. This is a pretty large sweet potato, so I'm only going to use one. My crock pot is not going to hold that much. If they were a little bit smaller, I probably would have used a couple, but you know, this is fine. But yeah, this is how you go ahead and take the skin, and you can use it to get down the bottom like this too. See, I like little instruments like this. Anything that makes your cooking easier so that you don't have to struggle is fine with me. And it doesn't even really take that long. Again, this is at the bottom. That bacon smells good. Whew. I'm usually pretty good when it comes to processed foods. Bacon, I always try to get the uncured bacon, which is a little more healthier for you. All right, you see that? So now I'm going to cut it in pieces. Let me throw these scraps away. And I'll go ahead. Okay, let's get the rest of this sweet potato cut. Yes, I need to go get my knives cut, sharpened. Either that or I had to buy. If anybody knows of a good knife sharpener, can you let me know? Drop it in the comments. Because I struggle with this all the time. And then when you go to get your knife sharpened, it's when they want to charge you an arm and a leg for it. So that using the stone and all that sort of stuff, that doesn't work for me. I want something that works fast. So I need an electric one, an electric knife sharpener. These aren't in perfect little squares or shapes. I'm all about taste, okay? I'm not about the aesthetics of how things look, but I am big on flavor. So these are all going to go in the crock pot. My bacon is done, so I'm going to bring you over while I put that into the crock pot. Now, this is just half of a sweet potato, and like I said, my crock pot is kind of small, I might be able to put the rest of the sweet potato in there, but I'm gonna peel my white potato first. Let me get some light so you can see this. See? All right, so now to this, I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions. And I'm gonna put onions in there. And I have my crock pot set on high. So I'm gonna finish with the potatoes, and then I'll be adding the potatoes and some seasonings in there as well. thank you, girlfriends, for spending time with me today in my kitchen today. Before I go, I wanted to let you know that I'm in the process of rebranding everything, starting with my podcast, so that all of my content feels more connected and easier for you to find. And over the next few weeks, I'll be bringing everything together under one new home, which will be my new website. That's where you'll be able to find my journals, digital materials, affirmations, and anything else I create for women in their second act. So stay tuned. There's so much more coming. And as always, take good care of yourself, girlfriend. I'll see you next time.